Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's reading. Today, we're doing What's Your Next Glow Up or How It Will Happen. Basically, it's a glow up reading. I will focus a little bit more on the fashion and aesthetics side of things. So, I will be channeling messages about what suits you and what sort of advice Spirit is trying to give you at this point of time in order for you to have a glow up. So, I hope I'm clear with the reading topic. I'll show you the three cards for the pile selection. Choose the one that calls to you based on your intuition. Watch it till the end. Take what resonates. Ignore the message that does not resonate because it's a general reading. Not every single message is for you. If you want more such readings, you can find them on my membership where I've talked about aesthetics, your Venus energy, your feminine archetype, all these sorts of topics I have on there. I will leave a link to a playlist of the readings I've done just so you can go through the topics and pick the one that you like and join the membership to watch that particular reading. All right. So the playlists will be linked along with the timestamps. Let me show you the three cards for pile selection. For pile number one, we have fire, element, and gazelle. For pile number two, we have air element and hummingbird. Pile number three, we have water element and oyster. So make your pick and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number one. Let me show you a couple of the cards, then I'll start giving you the messages. You obviously pick the gazelle card, fire element. We have the hermit. Number nine. This is connected with Virgo energy also. Some of you could have debilitated Venus. And we have the Nine of Cups. This is the card of wish fulfillment. So when I look at these cards, I see a lot of potential in terms of fashion, aesthetics, beauty. Perhaps it's the side of you that is a little less explored. Here, the message from Spirit is for you to be more independent instead of, let's say, following trends, following the people around you. Spirit is saying you should find your own authentic voice because Hermit is about taking a step back, which is re-evaluating things, taking a look at something from a broader perspective. When we're too close, we just focus on the small little details, we forget to focus on the whole picture. So Spirit is saying take a step back, see things for what they are, analyze everything, and also have a plan for the future, because here we have the card of wish fulfillment, which speaks about having dreams, having goals. How do you want to project yourself? What sort of, let's say, the brand you want to create for yourself? What do you stand for? And do you want to be like, let's say, a fashion girly? Do you want to have the best appearance? And what are the goals for future? So align yourself with those goals and do the steps that are needed. For example, if you want to be taken more seriously at work, maybe you need to dress differently. If you want to be, let's say, you want to dress more feminine, you want to be in touch with your feminine side, then maybe you need to keep that into account, right? So whatever it is that you are focused on and what is aligned with your future goals, you should focus on that. And this is more of a analytical and let's say using your intelligence sort of a step that you need to take, also taking charge of the situation. Gazelle here shows feminine beauty, grace also, but it's the fire element which speaks about taking action, taking charge of something. So Spirit is saying you have the knowledge, maybe this is a side of you that you have neglected a little bit, maybe not put in the effort that's needed, or you were kind of putting it on the back burner. Now is the time where you start investing in a glow up, whether that's connected with your health, your beauty, the sort of wardrobe that you have, or the way you, let's say, walk, talk, your charisma, your communication skills, anything. It's now time to focus on these things a little bit. I just get the sense that maybe earlier it was not a priority, now it should be. We do have the Justice card. This is number 11. Libra energy. So, both the cards, I see Venus being emphasized with Virgo energy with Libra. Libra is obviously ruled by Venus, and Virgo is where Venus gets debilitated. So, Spirit is saying that it's time for you to focus on your Venus energy, or let's say the avatar that you've created for yourself, or you should create for yourself. We have Aries, opposite to Libra. Number one, it says beginning. That's why I'm saying there is this energy of now, okay, let's work on this. It's kind of time for a new beginning. It's time to take charge of this area of your life, put in effort here. There are different things that are aligned with our goals at different point of times. So right now, the energy of the stars, planets, everything, the energy surrounding you, pile number one, it's all about working on your appearance, on your body, on these things, because Aries, I'm just realizing, it's connected with the first house. It's ruled by Mars. Mars is the Deha Karaka, which means the significator of the body. So, how do you dress your body? How do you feed, nourish your body? And what does your body look like? This could be just maybe having a diet plan, or wearing clothes that fit you better. Or maybe some of you want to exercise, move your body a little bit, build a few muscles, something like that. That's what I'm getting. So, work on the body and how you want to dress the body. You might have knowledge of aesthetics quite, you could be really good at that, because this Libra energy, whenever it comes out in a reading like this, I always take it as a sign that you know how to put things together. You know how to. You have certain people don't have the knowledge of aesthetics. They don't know how to look their best or what suits them. But pile number one, I think you have that knowledge. If you put in a little effort, you will figure things out. You don't necessarily need external support or advice or help. Here, Hermit also speaks about independent energies. So does Aries. So, this is something you can do on your own by yourself. We have North Node. So, this is about doing something different than what you've been doing in the past. So, North Node speaks about again going for your dreams and goals, where you follow your dreams, you dream big. North Node is something that's foreign to you. So, the way you've been dressing, the way you've been carrying yourself, now it's a time for a switch. So, everything is supposed to change. Third thing that I pick up with North Node is being experimental, trying things that you've not tried before, having a broad mind. All right. And also looking for, let's say, if you're looking for inspiration, you want to, you're looking for ideas, then you should go for people from, let's say, different cultures, different, something that's different than the local stuff or the people around you, the way they dress. You should not blend in, you should stand out. That's a major message I'm picking up. Be different than everyone else around you. And for inspiration, perhaps, let's say, instead of looking at the stars, celebrities, or movies of your country, you can go for foreign country or foreign inspiration, something different than your own background. That would be better suited to you. That's what I'm picking up. Being experimental, though, that's important. Keeping a broad mind, trying something new. And both these cards, even Node is connected with beginning. So, new energy, fresh energy, a new start. 12th house, inspiration will find you. 12th house is the house of inspiration, imagination. Perhaps you could also have vivid dreams. You could see certain things in your dreams. But I see your imagination taking off. Once you start this process, you will find a lot of inspiration in a lot of different places. 12th house is again foreign land. So that same message is repeating, inspiration from the outside world or a different world than yours. You could also perhaps look to travel, because if you or go to places where you could meet new people. So I see interaction with other people could inspire you. I'm also picking up the energy of a muse. You could find a muse, someone that you find, let's say, online, or from like a foreign country, or someone who could really inspire you. So a person who could trigger your imagination, give you ideas, something like that I'm picking up here. And spend a little money also. 12th house is the house of expenditure. It's also connected with travel. It's connected with tuning into your own self. isolation, independence. You can also connect it with internet, being generous also with other people. So sharing, exploring, it's a give and take sort of energy. And something new, something you do on your own. We also have the thread card here. So I just kept it, this feeling I got. Some of you, by the way, could have Kritika Nakshatra as well. So the thread here almost gives me the energy. Maybe some of you can be into embroidery, or let's say making something for yourself, wearing clothes that are, let's say, custom fit, or you can pick up a new hobby of maybe trying, trying crochet, or making your own outfits, something like that, sewing, threading. Perhaps if you're into it, you can try it out. You could have a talent for it. But here it really speaks about wearing, focusing a little more on the fabric, and maybe doing something that's custom made or very specific to you, unique. That's the message I'm picking up here. So this is how you will unlock your next glow up. If you just start thinking, doing things differently the way you are doing right now, and looking for inspiration, spend a little money, and take time out to really think for yourself your future goals and how you can align with them better. So that was the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please join the membership to support the channel. I will see you next time. Bye guys. Hello pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So let's begin. I'll show you the cards as we go along. You got the hummingbird, air element. I'm seeing all the different colors here. One message I'm picking is perhaps you should wear a lot more color. There was one more card. Let me show you. This card came out for you. So this is the gem. One interesting thing about this particular card is you see the gem, which is, colorful. It's standing out against the background, which is black and white. Kind of like this card right here. Let me show you one more card, then I'll give you the message. We have here the High Priestess Moon. We see a tiger. Again, we see almost like this glowing sort of a globe. Number 2. So what I'm picking up here is you should look to stand out from the crowd. You should do things differently. And if everyone, I also get this sense that maybe some of you could wear a lot of black or blue. You could wear a lot of dark colors, maybe black and white. You could wear contrasting colors. If that is the case, spirit is saying, however you've been wearing your clothes, let's say if you only go for blacks and dark colors, maybe it's time for a switch. You should introduce a little bit of color into your life. Wear a lot of colors. This could also be on the energetic level where you're kind of tapped into your Saturn energy. Saturn came out very strongly and heavily in your pile. I'll show you the cards later. But the message I'm picking up here is maybe you're too tapped into this one lane, one direction. Whereas spirit is saying, be experimental, try new things, wear a lot more color. It could bring out different sides to your personality. And sometimes what also happens is color theory is also kind of like a remedy in astrology, where if one particular planet is weak, because we have different colors associated with each planet. So if, let's say, you want to fix one particular planet, you want to get its energy a little more on you, you can wear the gemstone connected to it. So the sunlight enters your body through the gemstone, brings that gem's color inside your body to kind of like balance your chakras. So you can also wear the colors on your body in terms of clothes. So there are different colors. The planets would be white is connected with moon, for a gemstone, particularly a pearl. And for Venus, it's also white. Then gemstone becomes diamond or something that's clear. For Saturn, it's blue or even black. Mercury, it's green. Jupiter, it's yellow. Sun is saffron sort of a color. And for the gemstone, it's ruby red. All right. Am I missing something? Okay, Mars, the gemstone is coral, and the color connected with Mars is red, even though ruby is for sun. This is how it is. So what I'm picking up for you is maybe you're too tapped into the Saturn energy, always wearing dark colors, blue, black, and that also changes your personality, where you can become quite broody. You can be a little perhaps negative, feeling heavy. So maybe you need to reconnect with this energy of the colors and balance your chakras, balance your energy. Maybe it just changes you. So if you are wearing a lot of those colors, maybe try introduce more colors into your wardrobe. If you're someone who wears a lot of colors, you're always wearing colors, uh, you can perhaps maybe stick to a little bit more of the blues and the black. So whatever category you fit into, try the other side. That's what I'm picking up, because some of you could be wearing colors and then spirit with the satin energy they're showing, stick to your blacks and dark colors right now. So take the advice that suits your particular situation. With Saturn also coming out, what it means is, because see, you might find it silly, but the message here becomes that if you're too dark into the Saturn energy, you need to bring in the light, connect with your light-hearted energy, be more colorful, experimental. If you're too much into the colorful energy, maybe you should be taken more seriously. Especially this could be connected with your career, because Saturn represents career, your reputation, how you're perceived by other people. So if people find you silly, people don't take you seriously, they don't respect you, then perhaps this is a message for you to switch over from the colors to the Saturn energy. So take the message as it applies to your situation. All right, that's what I'm picking up. But here, one more message I get is, you're beautiful with this gemstone. It is giving me the energy of Chitra Nakshatra. Chitra, the symbol for Chitra Nakshatra is a gemstone. So you're someone beautiful. Maybe if you, maybe some of you could feel difficult with that. You don't know how to express yourself. Maybe you don't feel comfortable in your body with your looks, or you feel I want to be taken more seriously. Maybe you're more tomboyish or like a late bloomer, something like that. Spirit is saying be more authentic, be more comfortable in your own skin, because High Priestess connects with the moon, which is about feeling happy. Whatever makes you happy, even if let's say your style is something silly makes you happy, you should do that more often. Instead of trying to please others, project a certain image, or be like a person who's looking for other people's approval, you should do things that make you feel happy. You should follow your heart. That's what I'm picking up. Maybe you're someone also who keeps things very dry, and you don't experiment much. You feel like, I don't want to bother with that. Maybe you feel you might not like the criticism or something like that. Spirit is saying try to let go of this boundary that you've put on yourself. You got this card boundaries here, where maybe you need to connect boundaries with other people on how they perceive you and if they make comments. So create boundary there, but feel at peace with your own self. The way this person is meditating, they're happy in their own energy. We have number 24 here. So fulfill your needs, fulfill your heart's desires, however you want to dress, whatever avatar you want to create for yourself, do that. And protect your energy from people, negative influences. Have a thicker skin. That's what I'm picking up. We also have the 11th house. This is the house of dreams, wish fulfillment. So you should really dress the way you want to dress. And kind of don't be so cynical where, I don't know, you could be cynical, you could be negative, where you just feel like maybe you put yourself down, you feel like, no, people will judge me harshly or something like that. No, you can dress the way you want to dress. No one can stop you. And life's too short. You should really live your life for your own self. Fulfill your wishes. 11th house is that energy. Saturn, that's why I'm picking up. Saturn came out with two different decks here. These two, Saturn energy. Maybe you are a late bloomer. Saturn is connected with that energy of a older person. Saturn is also finding yourself later on in life, so it can represent delays also, where maybe you were not into fashion, aesthetics, beauty, all these things early on in your life. Even though you're beautiful, maybe you made yourself look more serious, more old, or okay, I got distracted. So I feel like there could be obstacle somewhere in your path. You could also be someone, because Saturn can represent negative energy, pessimism. So you don't feel uplifted. You don't perhaps don't feel confident enough. I wanted to say comfortable actually. Comfortable in your own skin. So you put these restrictions on yourself. I think Spirit is asking somewhere to let go of these inhibitions. And see, we also have Ketu energy, which is detachment. So detaching from the side of yours, I think spirit is saying you need to reconnect with this side and not neglect your needs, not neglect your wishes, desires, dreams, and goals for yourself, right? And having the right friends, right support system could also benefit you. 11th house is the house of social connections, your friendships. All right, maybe you can learn from them, you can ask for advice, you can lean on them. 11th house, I also connect with internet, so finding like-minded individuals online, looking at people online, you can find inspiration from them. Saturn here, one more message I'm picking up is sometimes, let's say girls who are very tall, so they don't know how to carry themselves. Girls who are very, very short, they could feel insecure about their height, something to do with the weight or like a unique facial feature. So when you're someone who naturally stands out, you feel you can get bullied for that and you want to hide yourself and stuff like that. So maybe you don't have the right, let's say, roadmap or that guidance to carry yourself, carry your particular special unique features. So maybe you can find someone online and take inspiration from them, if that's the case. Not detaching from the side of yours or to kind of decrease your shine or something like that. Let yourself shine and have a stronger sense of self, be more confident. Your glow up is just waiting to happen. If you want it to happen, some of you, maybe you need a glow up in terms of your workplace, you want to be taken more seriously, so you can dress more serious and sharp at the workplace. But don't forget the fun side of life. Maybe you can create a balance also where you could have the colorful personality for your, let's say, informal situations, and for formal occasions you can dress more satin like, right? So you can create a balance there also. And again, use your intuition while you watch this reading. I hope it helps you guys. We also have the 7 of Pentacles. Again, the 7 of Pentacles, this energy, I always just think of work, career, money, resources. So it's taking me back to the Saturn energy of what you should be investing in, what's the path forward. And maybe you're too focused on the career also, you're neglecting your own needs. So create a balance here. I think you can, instead of worrying and overthinking, you can take it more easy, right? And kind of follow your heart. So moon also shows variation wherever, let's say for example, one day you feel like dressing really nice, you can do that. Other days you want to dress more formal, you can do that. So not having a particular set of style, like a signature style, but something that like on a day to day basis you can switch things up a bit, that could be good for you. Instead of being rigid and having rules, I think you can take a better approach with just following your heart, following what your mood feels like, with the moon and high priestess that's come out here. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope this helps you. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. Join the membership to support the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is the card you chose. I will show you a few of the cards and give you the message as we go along. Water element. You also got 7 of Cups here. This card is pretty interesting, where we see the mountains and the moon on one side with the 6 cups upright. And when we see the sun, we see 1 cup upright. So this is quite interesting, the imagery. And we also have the 4 of Wands with the eye. So what is the message I'm getting here? I feel like you're someone, you could dress very feminine, you could have a very feminine sort of personality, or very easygoing, approachable, perhaps girl next door, boy next door. There's something about you where a lot of people find your appearance quite pleasant. I think this could be the pile where you actually don't need a glow up, or you've already had the glow up, or like you're quite good looking, you have pretty privilege, something like that I'm picking up. If you want to watch that reading, by the way, I did one reading on my membership on do you have pretty privilege. You can watch that if you're interested. And also the one on siren energy, because you did get the Queen of Cups card also. There's just a lot of water element that I'm picking up. Siren vibes also with you, pile number 3. But anyway, going back to the reading, what I'm picking up is there could be a little bit of this hesitation from your side. You could be someone very shy, introverted, reserved. So that could naturally be your personality, where you don't want to be the center of attention, but you're good looking, you're pleasant, you're attractive. That's why I'm saying you maybe actively not wanting or needing a glow up because you look quite nice and your personality is just slightly different. So that's what I'm getting. And then some of you could also be someone who's a little hesitant with the oyster, because oyster speaks about the closed oyster. So having a shell, having a this protective layer over you, I see kind of like that imagery repeating here also. So maybe you are someone who does not like attention and you feel nervous. So there could be one message here, pile number 3. If you're someone who's super sensitive and you're super shy, you don't want to dress provocative or dress the way you want to, you feel hesitation, spirit is saying try to be more comfortable, and it's okay, you can do this. Maybe it's something you need to overcome also, because you should feel confident and you should really fulfill all of your needs, desires and goals, not make yourself smaller just for the heck of it. So that's one message. If that's not your message, then it's just you are quite good. I think you have a good sense of aesthetics with all this feminine energy, water energy. It's just making me think of moon and Venus. Maybe some of you have that placement where moon and Venus, there's some interaction there, which naturally makes a person good with fashion, beauty, aesthetics, looking nice, looking pleasant, other people finding you appealing. So you could be good in this area. You could have a natural talent for it, right? Some of you, maybe you want to do something career wise also in fashion, perhaps. But anyway, you could also have an online presence where a lot of people look at you. If you don't have an online presence, people naturally could stare at you quite a bit with this eye coming out. And the eye here is also symbolic. It shows the eye for detail, eye for aesthetic. So you're naturally good at these things. Ace of Cups shows people catching let's say that spark, feeling, chemistry for you quite um, early on. So like love at first sight, people catching crushes on you quite easily, you having a lot of options, which is the 7 of Cups. Then 6 of Cups is nostalgic energy. Maybe you dress very feminine, traditional, or you remind people of a old classic beauty. 6 of Cups is old energy, nostalgic energy. So you could dress from, you could have a little bit of like 80s 90s style, or something from the past, something like vintage like, and that old Hollywood charm perhaps. Or I don't know, like, because see, now fashion has evolved a lot. It's become also more androgynous and experimental. Whereas back in the days, it was about women looking more feminine, men looking more masculine. So that could be the style that you have, and it's very mass appealing also. And like I said, you could have some inspiration from the past, or you could dress really nice, vintage style, something like that. I'm picking up. We have Ceres. This card actually makes me think of Taurus energy. We have nurture number 28. The numbers could be significant. So, with all this water element, we're getting the moon vibes. Here we get the Taurus with this forest earth energy. This is where, see, Taurus is interesting because it's ruled by Venus. And this is where moon gets exalted. So there's a connection of both moon and Venus. That's why when we look at a lot of beautiful people, I tend to look for or you would find placements that are connected with Taurus or Libra coming up quite prominently. Why? Taurus is about uh, we can connect it with fashion. So material things like makeup, nice clothes, jewelry, accessories, having the money to buy all those things, having people around you, having a team. So all these elements kind of come together in the sign of Taurus. And it's also soft speech. Taurus is also the second house. Second house is connected with the face particularly. So if you have nice planets in the second house, it gives a beautiful face, it gives beautiful appearance. It also gives you material resources to look your best. So I think you have that. Even if you don't have financial resources, you are the sort of person, pile number 3, where you know how to make things look good. You're a fashionable person. Money is a different thing, but you have that sense of fashion. And with this Venus moon interaction, these are the two feminine planets, and these are the two planets that are connected with beauty. They're coming out very strongly in your pile. That's why I'm saying you're already quite good looking. You already have had the glow up. You don't need a glow up, or you're purposely just, you're very calculated and you're in control when it comes to this whole thing about looking your best. We also have Sun. Sun can be taken in two ways. It shows a confident person. So you're someone who's in charge, you know what you're doing. That sort of a vibe I'm getting. Then Sun, you also come across as very humble, approachable sort of a person. Now, Sun here as an advice card, if I have to take it, this could mean that you're someone who could feel a little, let's say, nervous or underconfident, or you are just shy, you don't want to show yourself, be the center of attention. So here the advice can be authentic, be confident, because Sun is connected with confidence, shining your light. You're more drawn towards the lunar forces, which is shyness. Here we see the dark, the night, and the Sun is kind of in reverse, right? We also have Libra, which is where Sun gets debilitated. So you could be lacking confidence. If that's the case, pile number 3, Spirit is saying be more confident. You will, uh, everything is going in your benefit. You have all the resources, you know how to put things together, you have the looks, you have everything. It's just you lack a little bit of confidence. It's something you can work on. Interesting thing, Libra has come out, right? I told you there's this strong influence of Venus. Some of you could have a prominent Venus in Pisces, Venus in the 12th house, exalted Venus energy. Taurus and Libra, I'm just picking up naturally, right? But the Sun debilitated, you could have that placement also. It shows a person who needs to always be humble, and you will always have people interested in you, because this is that energy of a diplomat or a businessman also. Because for you to be a business person or have a public persona, you need to have customers, you need to attract them. How do you attract them? By creating a brand and coming across as nice, humble, approachable. If you're a person who's full of yourself, rude, which is more of the Sun in Aries, exalted Sun, strong ego, people will be repulsed by you. This is more of that energy where you attract people because you're likable, you're approachable. People think you're humble, you're grounded, you're a nice person. So it works in your favor. Just confidence should be good. Don't be underconfident, have self esteem issues. Don't have that, right? We have river, more water element. I see the horse also, Ashwini. It also makes a person statuesque, nice body, good looks. A lot of models tend to have Ashwini. We also have the one, number 30. So it connects with the 30th pile also. On the timer also, I have 30. So you are the one. See, this is the message out of the 3 piles. This is the pile with the most sense of aesthetics, beauty, fashion, and also very creative sort of a person. With all this water element, you could be quite creative. You could also have a uh, let's say you could become an influencer. You could have a desire to pursue a career in this area. You could be a good image consultant, perhaps. You have a good sense of colors, aesthetic, something with beauty, maybe also home decor. So your Venus is quite strong. That's why I'm saying you could have a business, you could have a career connected with Venus. Anyway, point here is you are the one. You have everything that you need. Just work on your confidence. Otherwise, I see this pile being someone who does not need a reading or a guidance, to be honest. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope this resonated. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Join the membership for more readings. And you can also book with me if you're interested. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.